What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to talk about and have ownership of the silver and the gold, the real deal money. In today's video, I want to talk to a specific individual out there who has their eye on the prize. They are setting out to get their very first 1 troy ounce gold coin, as am I, so I can relate to this person there. However, this person's fiance isn't exactly comfortable with this particular financial decision. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 4 super quick things before we fully dive into the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We got the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get yourself a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. 3, if you're not already investing and you would like to be, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so, and they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to learn and navigate on the app. Webull link in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, anti-tarnish paper, mini lock boxes, currency sleeves, microscopes, the list goes on. Any and all stacking supplies and any and all prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to respond to a comment that I had received on a fairly recent video of mine. For those of you who hadn't noticed it, maybe a week and a half ago, I posted a video and it was all about gold. I post a lot of silver videos, I post a lot of precious metal in general videos. This one in particular was all about gold. And the title of the video was, "My gold coin stacking idea has been canceled." Here's the thumbnail if you want to go and search for it. Well, anyway, a comment was left on this video. And the comment is coming from a user who, according to their username, is RM. The letters RM. So I don't know what that stands for. And I don't know what their real name is, but obviously for the sake of the internet, we're going to call this person RM. And the comment reads, "Hope you don't mind me asking this, but I just need to bounce this idea off of you / the chat to see some opinions, or some options rather. My fiance is terrified of me spending the money for 1 ounce of gold in one rip. My local bullion guy has a 1 ounce 2017 Krugerrand and a 10-gram Swiss bar he's willing to part with. Is a gold bar still better than having no gold at all? Or is it better just to get the full ounce if you have the means to do so? This would be my first time buying gold, but I've bought silver from him plenty of times." Well, RM, thank you very much for asking this question. And I think it's a good thing for us to address in this video, because this is something that people could face regardless of, who they are. This isn't just a you thing. If this was going on with me, this wouldn't be just a me thing. This is something that a lot of people probably have faced in the past or probably will face at some point in the future. So, first things first. To answer part of the question, where you asked, is a gold bar, a smaller gold bar, still better than having no gold at all? The answer to that is absolutely. See, put yourself in someone else's shoes for just 1 second. See, in your particular situation, you have the means of acquiring yourself a 1 troy ounce gold coin. There's a little bit of friction. There is a little bit of misunderstanding that might be standing in between you and that 1 ounce gold coin. But you have the option to get yourself a 10-gram gold bar instead, with, I would go ahead and assume, judging by your comment, that wouldn't be an issue. No one would have an issue with that. No one would have a problem. No one would be terrified of that particular financial decision. So you want the 1 ounce of gold, but the 10-gram gold bar, in your world, might be a quote-unquote better option at this time. Well, to put yourself in someone else's shoes, let's just say there's somebody out there who wants a 1 ounce gold coin, but does not have the cash to get it. But they do have enough cash to get a 10-gram gold bar. And if they want that gold now, it's their gold and they want it now, and they want to get that 10-gram gold bar, I see no problem. A 10-gram gold bar is absolutely better than no gold at all. It's 10 grams of gold more than the average person has in their possession, first and foremost. Not to mention, it's a step in the right direction of eventually working your way up to a troy ounce of gold. So yeah, for sure, that 10-gram gold bar is absolutely better than having no gold at all. But now, back to how you started off your comment. Your fiance is terrified of you spending the money for a 1 ounce gold coin all in one go. Trust me, I get it. And to be honest with you, I think you get it. Right now, a troy ounce of gold, premium included, it's probably going to cost you about $3,400. It's a lot of cash, if you think about it. That is a large amount of currency to throw into just one coin. That's a lot of value being packed into one little piece of metal, one little piece of money. And funny enough, this is actually something that I faced myself, except there wasn't any other person's influence on my decision. But 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, when I first started picking up gold, as you can see on screen, I mean, yeah, there's quite a bit of silver, but as for the gold that's on screen, it's all fractional. Now, I have a little more gold than this. I have a little 1 gram gold bar, and I have a handful of other 10th ounce gold eagles and maples. But all I have is fractional. I have a 1 gram gold bar. I have quite a few 10th ounce gold coins, and I have the 1/4 ounce gold fill harmonic right here. The reason I went with fractional, instead of saving up, let a little bit of extra time go by, save up, and get that 1 ounce gold coin, was because at the time I thought, and I wasn't wrong when I thought this, I wasn't right either. There is no right or wrong. It's whatever works for you. And what worked for me at the time was being under the impression that, to get a 1 ounce gold coin, that's a lot of value packed into just one unit, one piece. At the time, I actually preferred to have that value packed into more smaller pieces. At the time, I was like, I would much rather have 10 10th ounce gold coins than one 1 ounce gold coin. I'd rather have 2 halves. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 1 full troy ounce of gold. At the time, I compared it to currency. I'd rather have a couple of $20 bills than one $100 bill. I'd rather have slightly smaller denominations. It's easier to work with. And my logic behind this was, in the event where something happens in my life, something's going on, something's going wrong, and I have to liquidate a little bit, I have to part ways with a small portion of the stack, I have to sell a little bit of my gold to take care of some type of financial emergency that popped up. And let's just say today's prices, the spot price of gold being about let's call it $3,300. What if it's a $1,000 emergency? What if I need $1,000 desperately? I need $1,000 right now, and the precious metals are, at the end of the day, a physical at-home savings account. I take care of my money so that in the event of an emergency, knock on wood, God forbid something like this happens, but the money can take care of me. And I have that 1 ounce gold coin. Do I want to part ways with that 1 ounce gold coin for about $3,300 right now, just because I need $1,000? Or would it make more sense for me to part ways with, a couple of 10th ounce gold coins or a 1/4 ounce gold coin, plus a little bit extra? Just enough to get $1,000 cash. What would make more sense? I think the smaller denominations would make more sense. But for some strange, crazy reason, it took me 6.5 years to realize, oh, wait a second. If that's the number one reason why I've prioritized fractional gold this entire way through, is that or is that not what I have all the silver for? Doesn't silver kind of act as a form of fractional gold? The gold to silver ratio is about 1 to 100 right now. If I need $1,000, why do I need to part ways with a couple pieces of fractional gold when I can just part ways with $1,000 worth of silver? I was like, wow, I can't believe it took me that long to figure that out. So I've been avoidant to fractional gold ever since. And right now I am currently saving up for a 1 ounce gold coin. So I didn't have a fiance that was uncomfortable with my financial idea. I had my own friggin' self interfering with my potential financial idea. And like I said before, I wasn't right, I wasn't wrong. I'm happy I have the fractional gold, but right now I'm a man on a mission, and I'm aiming for that 1 ounce gold buffalo. Hopefully by the end of the year. If not, I won't beat myself up if I have to get it early next year. I'm working on it. But I think the best thing you can do right now is show your wife what's going on in the world of gold right now. Show your wife the articles and the charts. Let her know, inform her that gold has reached multiple all-time highs this year, and at this very specific point in time, we've seen a little bit of a pullback. So gold has had a very strong year so far, but it's down a little bit, which means it's discounted. Gold is on sale at this time. It just reached a brand new all-time high just a couple weeks ago, and now it's a small percentage off. So it's not like gold is getting beaten into the ground and has nothing but doubters, nothing but naysayers right now. In fact, I dare you to go and find a gold doubter, a gold naysayer. Everyone loves gold, especially right now where it's been hitting new all-time high after new all-time high after new all-time high. Show your fiance the charts, the graphs, the numbers, the history. And preferably don't portray it as an investment. Oh man, if I put the $3,400 in right now, this time next year it could be worth over $4,000. I wouldn't do that. I would paint the picture correctly and let your fiance know it's a store of value. If you're going to park your dollars into anything on the planet, gold is arguably the safest decision. Now, there are smarter decisions, ways of growing value, capital appreciation, growth, expansion, numbers going up, investments That's not what gold is. Gold is a hedge. Gold is a store of value. Gold is a safe haven during times of economic hardships and uncertainty. There might be smarter things to put your dollars into to create more dollars, but gold is arguably the safest, other than real estate. I would say real estate is superior. But if your fiance is mildly uncomfortable with a $3,300, $3,400, $3,500 financial decision, I can't imagine how they would feel about going and buying a giant plot of land. Costs a little bit more than a troy ounce of gold at this time. So what else you can do is, in addition to showing the charts, reading through articles together, studying the precious metals, researching gold together, but something else you can do is show your fiance the list, the top 10 assets on the planet by market cap. Gold is number one, and it has always been number one. Gold is ranked number one, and not just by a small margin. It's not like second on the list is a very close second. No. Gold is so powerful in the world that out of the top 10 holdings, if you add all 10, I'm sorry, not holdings, the top 10 asset classes by market cap, if you add all 10 of them together and then compare how much of all 10 combined gold makes up, gold is 51%. So technically, gold, with the number one spot, has a larger market cap than numbers 2 through 10 all added together. Gold is bigger, gold is stronger, gold is more powerful than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 combined. Show your fiance this. Gold is the number one asset in terms of market cap. Gold is what the millionaires, the billionaires, the trillionaires park their dollars into during times of economic uncertainty. Gold is what they turn to for a safe haven. Now, it sounds as though your fiance wouldn't have a problem with you getting that 10-gram gold bar. And if you're okay with getting that 10-gram gold bar, by all means, go get that 10-gram gold bar. If that's, if that's something that you're interested in. There is, gold at the end of the day is money. And there are a couple of things that are worth more than money, worth more than gold, such as, the trust and respect of your fiance or spouse. I get that. I don't believe in sneakiness. I don't believe in making financial decisions behind the spouse's back. Fortunately for me, Mrs. DYDSS, who you can follow on Instagram, by the way, at Mrs. DYDSS. She doesn't give a crap what I do. She thinks the gold's pretty cool. However, if someone had a fiance or a spouse that was freaked out over the idea of them pouring so many dollars into silver and gold coins, rounds, and bars, I'm willing to bet it was presented to them in the wrong way. Do you have any idea how many people have spouses with hobbies that cost unbelievable amounts of money? If cars are your hobby, need I say more? You know, just as well as I do, that cars as a hobby, It's very, very expensive. If concerts are a hobby of yours, you like to go to concerts, or you like to travel, or you like painting, or making sculptures, or whatever the hobby is, costs money. So the best way to present precious metals to the fiance or to the spouse is to present it as though it's a hobby. Just into coins. You're interested in them. You learn a lot from them. There's a really tight-knit community. And a lot of people there, you know, the cool thing about the silver and gold community is that it's very hard to find someone with bad intentions. Because a lot of people are stacking for the same reason. And even though many of us may come from completely different backgrounds and upbringings, we kind of have a lot of similar goals. And we have a lot of similar concerns regarding the future. And we are addressing those concerns in a very similar way. So regardless of what drew you to the hobby, whether it be the historical significance of older coins or foreign coins. See, I had mentioned it in my video that I posted a couple weeks ago about Morgan dollars and peace dollars and just older coins in general. I mean, if you have a coin and it has an 1883 stamped on it, you might not know a single thing that happened that year, other than the fact that that coin was minted. But you can go on a website called Google and you can ask what happened in 1883. Who was the president in 1883? Were any wars going on in 1883? What inventions came out in 1883? What theories were introduced in 1883? What movies came out in 1883? What celebrities were there in 1883? What happened in 1883? You can learn. You can learn a lot about what happened that year just by doing a quick Google search after having your interest piqued from the date stamped on a coin. And don't even get me started with foreign coins. You can learn so much about all different parts of the world and the history of other parts of the world. You can learn a lot about these things. You know, history, growing up, math and history were my two least favorite subjects in school. Now, at least when it comes to stuff like this, I guess it probably wouldn't be fair to call myself a history buff, but I'm actually very interested in history now. I used to hate it. I used to hate math too. Now I like math. I think the mathematics of money. These things interest me now. And I don't think, without the coins, I don't think I would be interested in these things. I don't think I would care. So regardless of what draws you into the hobby, whether it be learning about history or learning about different parts of the world, the community, or the financial side of things, the wealth preservation, or maybe you're more of a coin collector and you just simply like the way different coins look, and you're interested in hunting down different pieces of different series and sets and whatnot, regardless of what it is. That's how you're supposed to introduce it to the spouse. It's your hobby. It's something that you discovered. It's something that you're interested in and fascinated by. And you enjoy being part of it. And guess what? It's a very safe hobby to be involved in. Financially as well, by the way. God forbid something goes wrong. There's danger afoot. Guess what? You took care of your money. Your money, in theory, can then take care of you. Your coins are there for you. Your silver, your gold, your precious metals, it's there for you if you need it. Once again, like I said before, knock on wood, God forbid you from being in a position where you have to need it. But in an event where you need it, you have it. So you convert your dollars into these coins, and if you ever need to, or if you ever just simply want to, you can convert those coins back into currency, back into cash, back into dollars. You can convert it one way just as easily as you can convert it the other way. And it's fun. It's something that you and the spouse can actually do together. You know, I was never, interested in coins. I didn't grow up interested in coins. I had zero interest in coins. So somebody that currently has zero interest in coins, who's to say that they can't develop an interest? Imagine that as a couple's idea. Going to a coin show together. That's cool to me. That would be a fun thing to do. Or doing some research, and if you're going to be going on a trip anyway, we're like, hey, you know what? While we're on this trip, let's visit a local coin shop in that town or state or country. Pick up a coin or a bar or something like that as a souvenir. It can very easily turn into something that you're both interested in and something that you can both do together. See, I feel like a lot of people, when they introduce it to their spouse, or fiance, it's very easy to scare them away because they probably presented it to them in a way where they were desperately trying to convince them that this is the way, this is the secret. It's all going to zero. Silver and gold's the only thing we can do. We're gonna lose everything unless we have silver and gold. The sky is falling. I feel like that's kind of the approach people take. They're like, all right, I need to hard sell this person because they ain't gonna believe me. No. You don't have to convince anyone of anything. In fact, if you're trying to convince somebody of something, you're already off on the wrong note. You shouldn't be convincing anybody of anything ever. Your job is not to convince people to do anything. Nobody should ever try to convince anyone to do anything. Persuade is very different. But guess what? You don't have to persuade or convince somebody. If you go up to your spouse and you say, hey, you know what I recently got into? I saw a video about this, and this guy was talking about little tiny gold coins, and I've always watched movies where like the kings, the emperors had all these gold bars all over the place, and it's kind of like that, but on such a tiny little scale. And these coins come from, like there's the Canadian maple leaf, which I've recently learned about, the Austrian Philharmonic, the British Britannia. Right here in the US, we have the American Eagle. Australia has the koala, the kookaburra. They have a couple of different coins. And they're really beautiful works of art. And they're made out of, the most, valuable thing to ever exist. And the people that are making videos and leaving comments on these videos, like they're super into it, and they're super interesting, and a lot of them have so many different ideas and concepts when it comes to stacking these little coins or little bars or whatever, and I'm fascinated by it. And I couldn't help myself. I had to go to the coin shop, and I picked up a couple of little pieces just to hold in my own hands instead of just watching the screen, and I'm understanding what these people are talking about. It makes sense to me. And this is fun. And I want to introduce you to it. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You don't go all crazy on them. You don't scare them away. You don't freak them out. You don't try to panic sell them into it. That's not how you do it. Don't scare them into believing anything. Show them how much fun you're having. That's how you do it. That's the ticket. That's the secret. You have any idea how much fun I have just even before I hit record? Just driving home, thinking of a video topic idea. I was like, hey, I want to talk about this tonight. I want to film a video about this, or hey, I got a comment on one of my videos, and it made me think about something in a way that I hadn't really thought about it before, and I think it would make for a good video. You have any idea how much fun I have just planning these videos out, let alone actually filming the videos? And how much fun it is to post the video and then a couple of hours check back and read through some of the comments that I had been receiving and seeing how the video was received by the audience. 98% of the time, positive feedback, nothing but positive feedback. People are enjoying the content. I'm having fun filming the videos. Hundreds of people, sometimes thousands of people, sometimes tens, hundreds of thousands of people having fun watching the videos. No one's losing here. I get the opportunity to talk about something that I enjoy talking about, and hundreds, sometimes thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have the opportunity to get some free content about something that they're interested in as well. We're all winning here. And we're sharing ideas. Mine are just vocal. Yours are written. And that's how it's communicated back and forth. Unfortunately, I can't respond to, thousands of comments. I try to respond to as many as I can, but unfortunately, it's just not possible. I have 100 comments, and I go to sleep and I wake up to 50 more, and it's just not possible. But it is possible to respond to them via video, kind of like what I'm doing today. So coming around full circle, if you want to introduce your spouse or your fiance or a family member or a friend to the silver and or gold stacking concept, the best way to scare them away is by being all crazy about it. Make them think, oh my God, this person's a lunatic. They think the sky is falling. Oh my God, I didn't realize I was in a relationship with these crazy conspiracy theorists. Now you don't want to be one of them. Talk to them about how much fun you're having and how much you're learning and how much you're benefiting in multiple different ways. Financially being one of those ways, one of those many ways. If you lead, they will follow. You just have to make sure you're leading in the right direction and that you have leadership skills. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to introducing the spouse or a friend, a family member, whoever, to the silver and gold stacking concept, how did you do it? Or how would you hypothetically do it? I don't believe in keeping secrets from the spouse. I believe in trust and respect and not making secret, sneaky financial decisions behind each other's back. The reason I feel that way is because I wouldn't appreciate it if that was done behind my back. So how have you introduced the stacking concept to people in your life? And if you haven't, how would you? And if you have, how did it go? Did you try to scare them into it? How'd that work for you? Let us know in the comments. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. Really quick, 4 super fast things as we wrap up the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We have the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get yourself a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. 3, if you're not already investing, and you'd like to be, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so. And they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to learn and navigate on their app. Webull, link in the description. Fourth and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, whether it be anti-tarnish paper, mini lock boxes, currency sleeves, microscopes, the list goes on, any and all stacking supplies and any and all prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know one more time. What are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? How have you introduced the stacking concept to a friend, a family member, a coworker, your spouse? How did you go about doing it? And how did it work for you? If you haven't introduced the concept to somebody, how would you? Hey, here's an idea. Send them this video. Could potentially do the trick. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.